Yes, I went to Blake High School. I grew up in Minneapolis and then played for USA Basketball, played for Stanford University, and played professionally for 2 years. And I'm coming back to Minnesota for many reasons. First and foremost, I'm here working with kids essentially on nutrition and cross-training to prevent injury, to address the fact that we have 1 out of 3 children currently in the United States that are obese. And right now it's the first generation that will not outlive the previous. That's to say costly preventable diseases start at a very young age. So it's very empowering for me to get in the face of children and work with them and to help them change their lifestyle habits, which again includes nutrition and training. So we're here at the little gym, as you can see, and the kids in the background are running around and playing. And I think the most important thing is kids have to enjoy what they do. They have to, whether it's sports, whether it's yoga, whether it's just running around with their friends, they need to get away from TVs, they need to get away from the internet, they need to be out there being active.
How did you get focused on?
You know, it's interesting. You look, obviously, my background, I've been very athletic, I've been very active myself, and I think the most important thing is to stay true to who you are in life. And if you have all this experience and you have acquired all these life skills, to not give that back to the next generation is limiting yourself and limiting your purpose in life. I think your purpose has to be relative to that which you've experienced. And I've experienced a whole lot in the realm of nutrition and fitness.
What do you want to accomplish with the presentation?
It's a great thing. I think in life you have quantifiable goals and you have qualitative goals. As far as quantitative, I would say I would like to affect at least 75% of anyone I come across. That is to say, if I have a presentation of 100 people, I hope 75 out of those 100 people are actually going to go home and say, wow, this is what we learned, and we're going to start tomorrow. We're going to change what we do as far as nutrition, as far as what we do as far as exercise, and as far as qualitative, I would like people to say, why? Why am I doing this? Is it for myself? Is it for my family? Is it for my children? And then go back to their teams as well and say, maybe it's not just about me, maybe it's about me influencing the rest of my team. And that's more the qualitative side, is the motivational, psychological aspects of what I do.
Why have you decided to kind of get behind this? I mean, you have obviously done quite a bit already with your career in basketball and so forth, so why get involved and why try to preach this message?
Again, it's all about statistics for me, to be very honest about it. If there weren't 1 out of 3 children that are obese in the United States, or if this problem didn't exist, there wouldn't be a need, there wouldn't be a void, there wouldn't be a necessary, drive behind that which I do. Ironically, it is who I am. So I'm very blessed to say that our United States has a huge problem, and I fit that mold. I fit what we need in the U.S. So to answer your question, it's melding my passion with the need from both a business standpoint, from a governmental standpoint. $90 billion to $100 billion go to type 2 diabetes and obesity every year. This is a huge cost to the United States. And this is because children at a very young age are making poor choices with nutrition and exercise. So for me to change 50% of the people that I work with is me carving out that little niche that I can do on my own to make a huge change in the world. And then ultimately I want to take care of the healthcare system and change the pharmaceutical companies, which is a huge battle. But the premise of my master's is prevention over prescriptions. I want people to not put Band-Aids on their problems. I want them to make changes at a very young age and to realize that if they start now, by age 45, they're going to be in a much better place. And it starts with little kids. It starts with habits you build when you're 2 to 8 years old, and then you bring that to high school, and then when you're in high school, you bring that to college. When you're in college, you bring that to the next generation. So I think it's very, very important for little kids to start early, to enjoy what they do, and then to make those changes for a lifetime.
Have you seen positive reactions from the girls and the boys, if you talk to them too, just kind of what they get out of it?
Absolutely, and I think it's so great you say boys and girls, because I love working with both. I do work with both. The reactions I get is wonderful because it's about respect. And I think if someone has had a great past experience in their life and credibility through that experience, kids give you immediate attention. The great thing is I do walk into a room and I get the attention because of my height. And then I utilize that to create credibility because of my past experience having played professional basketball. But beyond that, it comes back to education. I have a BA from Stanford, a master's from USC, and I'm completing my RD. And education fuels credibility. And I think kids get that. After they see the surface, you turn the page of the book, you start reading the chapters, and you realize this person really has content. They have a lot to give me. And I think kids that are mature enough and they're educated enough, they really realize that. And they think, wow, this person's pretty special. I better listen and take a few notes.
Awesome. That was great. That's all we needed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So I'll just kind of, I guess, if you want to start doing your thing, and we'll just.
Yeah.